Welcome!
I'm Bings.
And I'm drinking!
That's her, and
It's Memorial Day!
Bingo and Sauce. Happy Memorial Day. It's Memorial Day. We want to say to all the troops, thank you for everything you've ever fought. Thank you very much.
All the vets.
Everybody who's ever served our country. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Happy Memorial Day to everyone. We've got a feast, and we are Bingo and Sauce, by the way. Bingo and Sauce at Gmail, Bingo and Sauce at Bingo and Sauce Twitter. We got that stuff. We're gonna have a good. We've got the memorial thing there. I don't know if you can see that. We got a little background. Little background. We don't.
Our flag. So
we'll see how happy we have the flag. So we salute you.
USA! 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 Okay, enough of that. That's weird it's weird when it gets like that. Okay. But yes, thank you to our troops. You know, I've always had a thing for guys in the service. I just think they're heroic and ballsy and yeah, and so I've done my civic duty by sleeping with them when I could, when I had the chance, you know, just doing my part. That's all, just supporting the troops. That's what I do.
The problem was, it wasn't an American soldier. Let's go figure. So
they were all American.
I'm in beach gear. I'm ready to go.
I'm in a red, white, and blue shirt.
It's the kickoff to summer. I got my swim shorts. I got my tank top. I got my thing. We're ready to go. We got chicken. We got corn. We got potato salad, chips and salsa. We got some fruit, kiwi and lime. So we're having a feast. We're having a festival. And if there's anything that perhaps that is annoying to me, I guess it's to me. I don't know if this is annoying for people. It's when people eat on camera. It can be. It can be annoying, so we don't want to be annoying, but for God's sakes, we're starving, and it's not like the kids in Somalia.
Hey, look, if it's Memorial Day where you are, you're probably eating too.
Yeah.
So we're all celebrating together.
So this is a... Okay.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff.
We checked the Gmails at the top of the show. We don't have...
Our fan didn't write in today. Or this week.
We're getting responses, but on different formats. So we want you to email at bingo and if you email at bingo and sauce at gmail.com. If you email that and send us a thing, we could read that and respond to that there. Or if you can comment on YouTube, youtube.com/bingo and sauce, or tweet us at bingo and sauce, and we're happy to respond. But some of them are whatever. Hi to all the folks that are listening. Is this going to work? Is this? Yeah. I'm going to enjoy eating. I don't know.
We're going to take turns talking and eating. See, my fantasy job is to be a judge on a food show. Like, that's all I want to do is get paid to eat. I think that the judges that get to be on different food shows, and that's all they do, they get paid thousands and thousands of dollars per show to just eat and tell other people whether it was good or not. I can't think of a better job. The only job that I think might be better is if you got paid to sleep. That's about it.
And then she's going to be a sponsor for or a spokesperson for Jenny Craig, and she's going to be bitching about how fat she got.
Well, you know what? I'd gain 50 pounds and get millions of dollars to then lose the 50 pounds, like say Jessica Simpson or what's her name, Jennifer Hudson, who's like, I can do it. If you can do it, I can do it. If you can do it, I can do it. And look at her. She looks amazing now. She lost, I don't know what she lost, but she looks really great. So would I gain 50 pounds and get paid millions of dollars to lose 50 pounds? Hell yeah. Let me have another bite of potato salad.
I'm just again, I apologize for eating on the thing.
I don't apologize for ever eating.
We have a subscriber.
Ever.
We have a subscriber on our YouTube. We want you to go to YouTube. If we'd like you to. YouTube, comment on us. Again, we can respond to all that stuff. YouTube, we have this is a special. This is our third.
Our third show.
We've made it to 3.
Wow.
We're both still alive.
It's a milestone.
We haven't strangled one another yet. And so far, I'm actually impressed because this show, seems like we're getting along.
Well, we just started.
Yeah.
You know, you know what? Why don't we at least discuss something while we're eating, which is recently.
That was not attractive.
Oh God, I didn't say it. The Secretary of Veteran Affairs is being investigated because, and they're calling for the resignation of Eric Sineski, which Sineski, isn't that a Polish name? And he's an Asian guy, which confused me a little. But either way, because there are veterans who have died in VA hospitals across the country while waiting for care. You know what? That's a disgrace. I don't understand. Oh, and in Fort Collins, Colorado, officials allegedly instructed workers to change records in order to make the veterans' wait time seem less severe. You know, in my opinion, there's a whole lot of other people who should be put behind the veterans on the list of who gets taken care of. These people, these men and women, have gone out and risked their lives for this bullshit government, these bullshit wars. They go out there, they lose their limbs, they come back, you know, all jacked up, and they aren't the first in line for care. There's something wrong with that. They're not receiving the best care in the country. There's something wrong with that. Maybe if you could stop chewing for 5 seconds.
Way to kill the mood.
What mood?
A festivity.
We're talking, it's Memorial Day. This
It
is
is
where
Memorial
we
Day.
memorialize veterans who have served.
Right. We're like, hey, we're gonna have fun, we're gonna have fun. And then you're like, and the death and destruction and the VA
I'm
and the
telling
dying.
you what was on the news.
Why don't you tell us about their ailments? About the
You know, I'd like to apologize in advance for all the burping,
swearing.
the
Kids,
burping.
sorry kids.
When
Sorry
I
she
drink
swears
beer.
and drinks. I say that all the time. I'm going to say it all the time. She's drinking, she's swearing. I'll give you today. I'll give you Memorial Day. You're drinking, you have a Corona and a beer, it's fine. Oh, I shouldn't have said that name.
Oh,
But
they're not a sponsor yet.
what do you okay.
What?
There's a lot of bad, yeah, we get it.
We get
I want
what?
to stay cheery.
Oh, all right. How about let's name your favorite war of all time?
My favorite
Because
war.
we've got some good ones.
Grenada.
All
Grenada.
right.
my favorite
When
war.
was that? And who?
It
who
lasted
in it?
from noon, approximately 12:30 to about 1:30. Lunchtime. It's basically on a lunchtime.
This recently?
Grenada.
Was this a
Grenada.
recent war?
What are you talking? You know,
The War of Grenada?
Grenada. We invaded Grenada.
Grenada Hills?
Yeah, Grenada Hills. Ugh, I gotta.
The War of Grenada. When was it?
Hey, we're having a new contest. Win a chance to be the host forever. You can be replaced. I want a woman, and a woman can enter this
Oh, I
contest
thought you were going to be.
and
I
replace
thought you
our
were
host. No.
Calling for your replacement.
Replace our host. Grenada. You don't know the Grenada. It lasted like an hour. Lunchtime. We were in, we were out.
Mine's, I think, the 100-Year War is probably my favorite. Although, I don't know, we got the War of 1812. I don't remember what that's about. I'm sure I learned about it in school. We've got, of course, World War I and World War II. Very big, exciting wars. We've got Korea, which...
I like the War of Rosie O'Donnell and Tom Selleck. That was a good war.
Or how about the
Rosie
War
O'Donnell
of-
and Donald Trump.
Yeah, that
or
was a
Rosie
good one.
O'Donnell and pretty much anyone.
Anyone who meets her
I like
gets
those
into
wars.
a war with her. Rosie O'Donnell and Donald Trump was a good one. Of course, there's the Iraq-Afghanistan war, which that's one of my favorites. I'm going to be honest with you. Vietnam, that's a very popular one, you know, because it was.
Oh yeah, that was popular.
I mean, popular as far as, you know, there's been lots of movies made about it. What are you looking for? Napkins?
Didn't I see a beach ball around here somewhere?
Yeah.
Bum bum bum. Subscribers, we got a subscriber to a couple subscribers to YouTube. That's new. What do you?
You're welcome.
Thank you.
We're not on the beach.
Soon, we're heading to the beach. So anyway, Memorial Day is a time. I don't know what Memorial. There's parades, right? There's parades, Memorial Day parades, and everything
I
else.
love chicken legs.
Uh-huh.
I guess there's parades somewhere. Not here. Not anywhere near us. They're probably not celebrating in Koreatown since did we win that war? When we won South Korea? I don't know.
For the last time, and I'm going to say this politely, because it's Memorial Day. I'm going to say it to you, and I'm going to say it to them. First of all, I'll say it to you, and I'm going to be nice to you guys, because I like you guys. We're not in Koreatown. Boom. We're not in Koreatown, okay? For the last time. If you want to write the checks to the studio, if you want to write the checks to the studio like I do, because I rent it, I know what I put. I put L.A., Los Angeles. We're in the heart of Los Angeles.
I'm going to
So I don't know what you're trying to do. I don't know if you're trying to slam.
I'm going to take a little video with my iPhone of the signs of the area.
She doesn't know how to use her iPhone.
I'll show you.
She's
I'll show you where we're at. How about when people say where we're at? Where are you at? Do you know that's not proper grammar?
Oh, you're Miss English.
I am.
What were you saying?
We were talking about our favorite war. Can you name? Okay, we've done the War of 1812, 100-Year War, World War I and II.
Do you have all that written down? You have your favorite wars written down?
Well, my favorite war, just because it's the longest, was probably the 100-Year War. But I don't really know what it was about.
What did you like best about it?
Had the length. 100 years is pretty...
You like the long
I mean,
wars?
because Iraq and Afghanistan, that's been a long war. It's gone on for at least 10 years now. Vietnam,
so it's not nearly as long, but you want that war to end. Like you didn't want that war
it is over.
in the year 2.
Is it over yet? Like, what's even happening over there? The bottom line is, if you look at what we've done throughout history, we've just waged war on each other, and the United States loves war. We really do. We are one war-loving country.
Why do we love war?
Because it makes money. And if Americans love anything,
it has nothing to do with protection. You're just slamming the troops who we just praised.
No. I'm
for protecting
slamming our
us.
Government. I would never slam the troops.
Okay, but they're part of the government. They're the ones fighting the war.
These poor guys, these poor men and women, get into it thinking with this idealistic view that we're going to go defend our country. This our great country. Meanwhile, our country is as corrupt as any other country. I'm not saying I don't love the USA. I do. I love it, and I'd rather live here than anywhere else. But for anybody who thinks that our government isn't corrupt and doing stuff that it shouldn't be doing, and then sending off innocent people to defend it, to defend their bullshit decisions, that's what it is. That's what we're doing. So I want to celebrate those men and women who have the guts to go out there and do it, regardless of whether the cause is right or not. They're willing to put themselves out there. So, again, it's a celebration. That's what we're here for today. We're celebrating.
Just being verbose about, I don't know what you love the government, you love the administration, you hated Bush, you were animate about the Iraq war when that was going on because you hated Bush, everybody hated Bush, but everybody voted for the war.
I'm against war. I am against war.
Okay, but you don't think there's ever a need for war. You don't think there's ever a need where we need to fight. We fight amongst ourselves, for God's sake.
Right.
We fight, neighbors fight amongst themselves in neighborhoods and families.
You know what I think? I think it's sad that at this point in our evolution as humans, we haven't found a better way to solve our problems than to kill each other. I mean, I just think, like, what are we, still monkeys? Well, yeah, we are. We're like monkeys with guns because here we are, 2014, and we are still... Like, look, what are we about to go to Russia? A war with Russia over this whole Ukraine thing? Like, what's happening there? Why are we always on the verge of fighting somebody? Why?
Do you know what's happening there, or you don't know what's happening there?
I haven't been following it.
I
got bored.
Please. The first person who sends in an email, who tweets us, that's a woman, you're the co-host forever, from now on in.
No, you won't.
But know a little history and know a little information about what you're bragging about or what you're talking about. That's all I ask.
Well, go ahead, please explain what's happening over there.
Your specialty is chips, apparently, because you've been cracking them in my ear for the last 12 minutes, 14, 15 minutes.
What's happening?
It's 15
over
minutes.
There.
We're almost at the 15 minute
Ukraine's
mark.
uprising.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Russia has taken Crimea. It was part of Ukraine. This is so annoying. Let's take a quick minute. Let's look back at last week's weather. How about that? Last week's weather.
Good idea.
We'll have a weather sort of thing. Mother effing hot. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh my God. Hot as balls.
90. It was, we can go back to 30. 98, sunny. Friday, 98, sunny. Saturday,
Hot and
85.
sunny. Hot and sunny.
This was
Hot and
last
sunny.
week, last Saturday. Was it the 16th?
chicken is so good.
It was hot and sunny, and then 83. Oh, it cooled down to 83 on Sunday, and then a little increasing clouds. So there you go. There's your weather from last week. Hope you enjoyed it. And let's get back to Memorial Day celebration and talking about your idiocy of not knowing anything about Memorial Day. If we're celebrating
we were
Memorial Day,
talking
at least
about
know what the hell Memorial
possibly
Day is
going to
about.
war with Russia, and you were gonna. I don't know what you were saying. I don't know. I lost interest.
When a country starts invading, like with Germany in the World War II, when someone starts invading, it just starts taking countries. What do? You just sit back?
No. Okay, World War II, Hitler needed to be stopped by all means. You know, that little crazy bastard needed to be stopped. And
Sorry, kids, she keeps swearing.
I haven't. What? Bastard.
Bull S.
Like someone like that, yeah, sure, they need to be stopped. I think Putin, I think he's dangerous. I think he's a creep. I think he looks like a pedophile. I don't know.
All right, he's going into another country and taking the country. He's taking it back. That's not the same thing Hitler was trying to do.
Why can't we just assassinate him? I don't know if that should go on the air.
Oops. I have the computer.
Can we edit that out? I don't know if I should be out in the internet waves saying that we should assassinate Putin.
By the way, this if you don't know about the show, we don't script. Sort of, she has stuff written down, but that's fine. She can bring in stuff she wants to talk about, but we don't script anything, and we don't edit. Like if the camera's rolling, we don't stop the camera if something messes up. If we're doing a piece or something and we cut away, we have to put the piece in there. So that's the only time we're like edit, but it's not really editing. So in other words, the camera rolls. That's it. Enjoy Memorial Day and her.
Do you know, have you noticed I'm scooping salsa out with a knife? Because I don't think there was an extra bowl in the studio for the salsa.
Hey, I have a suggestion. Another thing you can do with that knife while it's close to your heart.
Slit your throat.
While it's close to your heart.
Mm-hmm.
Be nice.
So, we would like you to email us or tweet us and tell us what your favorite war is. Or who you'd like to start a war with. I would like to start a war.
No, you want to start a war.
It doesn't have to be a war with another country. It could be any kind of war. I'll tell you one war I'm against is this bullshit war on drugs that's been going on since Nixon that's done nothing. Nothing. It is, talk about the most BS war that has ever taken place. It is the war on drugs. It has done nothing good. All it's done is lock up, innocent people.
Seriously?
For like trumped up drug charges. What?
You had to get pink?
What's wrong with pink?
I'm a guy. I'm a guy. You got pink. I just noticed. It's like,
Well,
all right.
I don't know. I think
That's
pink
fine.
is not.
That's
Either way,
fine.
the war on drugs. In fact, I implore you. If you have Netflix, watch a documentary called "The House I Live In." It's about the war on drugs and the true effects of this war, this BS war that's doing absolutely no good. It is the most costly, most damaging war of all time. I promise you that. Yeah, there you go. There's my stance on war and the war on drugs.
What was the episode where you said that you have fun and have a great time? You're just about as depressing right now.
What do you mean?
I don't know. You're just the war and you're making me depressed. Maybe I need drug to.
You should start doing drugs.
No.
If anybody needs drugs, it's you.
Okay, listen. I have a wonderful time. I don't need drugs to have a wonderful time.
Yes, you do.
I love. We talked about this before. I don't need to smoke it. I don't need to drink. I don't like it. It doesn't do it. I have a better time when I'm just naturally out there and enjoying
You haven't
myself.
given enough
And
of
I'm
a
having
chance.
great. I want to have a great Memorial Day weekend. Happy Memorial Day, everybody.
Putin. Happy Memorial Day, Vietnam and Korea and Iraq and Afghanistan and wherever. Oh, the Spanish-American War in Mexico. Who else have we fought? Who haven't we fought? The Philippines. We took over the Philippines back
Do you
in.
know what Cinco de Mayo was? We had Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo was May
2 weeks
5th.
back there. I know what May. Oh my
That's
goodness!
what it means. Cinco de Mayo means May 5th.
Is this show almost over? For heaven's sakes! All right, but why do we celebrate? Why is that celebrated?
I don't celebrate it other than.
Why
drinking
is it
tequila.
celebrated by everybody else? Since the world doesn't revolve just around you.
First of all, it's not by everybody else. It's by the people, the Mexican people in California.
Right, United States celebrates it
And
too because there's a
Mexico.
reason why United States.
I never celebrated Cinco de Mayo ever before I moved to
Because she
California.
hates Mexicans.
I love Mexicans. I love everybody.
Her maid's a Mexican.
Not everybody. My maid.
Her maid's a
I
Mexican.
wish I had a maid. You're looking at my maid. Here's my maid and my chef and my chauffeur. I never celebrated Cinco de Mayo before I came to LA, so this clearly is not a nationwide celebratory day.
Okay, so is that the one day of the year that you don't drink, or have you had a drink on
Oh,
Cinco de
no.
Mayo?
I don't have to
I
know
know
what it
you
means.
drink-
I can drink.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So you've had celebrated it without being Cinco de Mayo, like it's a Monday, let's drink, and Tuesday, and
It's
let's
May
drink.
5th. Let's drink.
So let me educate you a little bit, just briefly. Cinco de Mayo, is it Cinco or Cinco?
These are a little stale.
Cinco de Mayo is the Mexican army beat the French in the war because the
war?
French were trying to invade up into the United States, and we are thankful. So we celebrate as a thanks to Mexico for
Does
for
this sound
defeating-
real to you?
for
'Cause
defeating
I'm not
them. Well,
buying
look
it.
it up then. Again, you're not informed, and what do we have to do? Go, okay, on our next show, I will bring in proof that that's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
Why
that's
don't
what
you?
you did last time.
Okay, she knows nothing. You're ruining what was started out as a good Memorial Day.
I'm fine. I'm a little buzzed. I just had a chicken leg. I'm eating some stale chips. And what more could I ask for? And I'm not at war.
And she brought the whole audience down with her.
I don't think I brought them down. I think I educated them.
Is there any more chicken?
Yeah.
That was good.
Mm-hmm.
And I have some fruit.
So please tweet us or email us what your favorite war is. Or who you'd like to start a war with. It could be anybody. It could be Kim Kardashian and Kanye West.
Well, that war's been going. It's everybody's in that war.
It could be with Miley Cyrus. Oh, you could start a
You don't
twerk.
like Miley?
Oh, come on. I mean, what's to like?
What don't you like about her, though? What is?
That twerking incident kind of put me off a little bit.
Okay, so from what standpoint?
It was nasty. It was gross. It was just like, ew. Like, ew.
You're
Who
talking.
wants to look at that? Like, what are you doing? Sticking your tongue
Who
out?
wants to look at this?
Our follower.
Oh yeah. Hey, jabbing.
Our fan.
We could have some more followers, but we do have some subscribers on YouTube. That's good.
Wait, I'm confusing our fans, followers, and subscribers.
She has no, honest to goodness. If you tell her, she has to ask you how to turn on a light switch. That's how idiotic she is when it comes to anything technologically, anything electronic, anything. How can this light won't go on? See, it's off. Switch it on. Oh, okay. And then she doesn't want to learn. She doesn't want to take the time. Honest to God, she doesn't know anything.
Could we get more chicken on the set, please?
And I invoked God.
Where's craft service?
God bless America.
Land that I love.
Let us guide her.
Oh my God.
Let him guide her.
Stand beside her.
Stand beside her.
And guide her.
And guide her.
Through the mountains and the prairies and the oceans. Fly before. God bless America. My home, sweet home.
Yeah, Americana.
Now
Bit of
we should
Americana.
now we should sing the national anthem.
I actually sing better than that. That was
No, you
not,
don't.
I was trying to be like perhaps goofy singing, but I
I'm not really. I don't think this corn's that good.
give me it. You touched it.
I just took one little bite out of it. We should sing the national anthem. Oh yeah,
Maybe we'll close with that.
it's soggy. The corn is soggy.
We only have 4 minutes.
Uh
With the show. Last show, if you watched at the end of the show, we started to talk about. We got into a little racism conversation that we didn't really finish. We didn't want to do that on this show to ruin
No, we
Memorial
wanted
Day,
to.
which
We
she
wanted
already
to talk about
ruined.
war, which is much more uplifting than racism.
Well, you brought up the war thing.
Well, it's Memorial Day.
I think war is necessary in a lot of instances.
Of course you do. You're a man.
What are you gonna do? Talk? Are you gonna
Oh, God forbid.
let's go out?
You work
for
it
some
out by
tea.
talking.
Let's go have some coffee, and we'll
No,
be
let's
nice.
just get our guns out and blow the shit out of each other. No, it's much better.
Yeah, that's how it happens. That's how it all comes down. We just randomly go, oh, let's go to war. Like no one for years and years and years is deciding and waiting for the moment. Come on, please stop.
Oh, really? Well, yeah. I mean, you know what? Just please tweet us or email us and tell us what war you would like to start.
All right, we
Probably
got
with him. I understand. Tell us your favorite war of all time. Because there's a lot more that that I've left off the list. I mean, there's just tons of them. It doesn't even have to be a war that the U.S. was in, but ideally that would be
War of
the
the
kind
Worlds.
of war we're looking for.
War of the Worlds. War of the Worlds.
That's a movie, not a real war.
Oh, it's a war. What's his name did the on the thing on the radio? Scared the crap out of everybody.
Who?
Orson Welles.
I don't. Whoa, I'm not that old.
You don't have to be old. Do you know who Bach and Beethoven is? Do you know who Mozart is?
Never heard of
Do you
him.
know who Joan of Arc is?
No.
You know who
never.
George Washington is?
No,
My goodness.
I don't even know who Jesus
I'm not
is.
that old. You don't have to be old to know history and people and have an education. How many planets are there?
I think it was 18 at last count.
Planets.
Mm-hmm.
How many planets are there, audience people?
Is that a contest?
Jabbing.
No. How,
He's. I know he's watching. Jabbing White. I love you, Jabbing. How many planets are there in our solar system?
didn't they kick Pluto out as a planet? So now it's like
I
9.
mean, please.
It's true.
Please.
It's true. Pluto, they didn't let Pluto be a planet anymore.
You are right there. So there's now how many planets?
8. There was 9 with Pluto, right? I don't know.
Embarrassed.
Really? Well, what's the state capital of Wyoming?
Cheyenne.
Oh.
Ha ha!
Wow! 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 I'm impressed. Because you're usually too stupid to
No,
know
it's
stuff like
probably
that.
the only one you know, and you've probably
I know
found
all
it
50 states.
recently.
Yeah.
And we picked Pluto out, which was easiest to remember. I'm talking about kids today. They have it easy because they only have to memorize 8. We had to memorize 9 planets.
See, I was right.
And Pluto was, well, you weren't sure though. 8 planets, and we have 50 states. Well, I should ask you how many states we have. I bet you wouldn't know that.
Oh, I thought it was 52.
50. And why don't we do that with states? Why don't we get rid of some? I can't say I can't pick states out because we want. You know what? Here's the thing. We want to get someone, and we're just about out of time. We want to get some. Let's get.
What?
Let's get. If we can find. Here's our challenge. We want someone from Wyoming to either email us or tweet us at Bingo and Sauce, or go to YouTube and comment that you're from Wyoming. We want a follower from Wyoming. That's
But
our
a
challenge.
real one.
Yeah, real follower from Wyoming.
Well, how do we know that people aren't going to just say they're from Wyoming?
Well, we'll have to do something. We'll have to. They can email and they'll say the city. Anyway, we are out of time. Hey, happy Memorial Day! Salute to all you troops and thank you so much for doing what you do. We love you.
We love you. Thank you.
Oh,